6 months ago, I became very, very sick. I went to the emergency department and I was diagnosed with sepsis. Now, I thought this sepsis was just going to be like all my other cases of sepsis. Give me some antibiotics and I will be on my way and I will be good to go. Change out that PICC line and resume me on TPN, which is also called IV nutrition. That's what I thought. Until the cultures came back and said, nope, you have a fungus. It's called candida parapsilosis. And I'm like, wonderful, wonderful. I'm trying to remember what fungus, how you pluralize fungus, which is fungi or fungi, depending where you live in the world and, all that grammar stuff. So I had this not so nice infection and it was in my brain. A good place for it because it was just liquefying. Yes, liquefying my brain. Da, 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 da. Liquefy. It was really exciting. I was losing my balance. I could barely keep upright. I had a hard time remembering words, remembering where I was. I was losing my hearing. Life was not so grand. I tried to take some steps and I'd fall right over. It was exciting. So I got discharged home from the hospital. I was given some anti-fungal medication, micafungin, if you would like to know, because some people want to know that information. I was given micafungin, and then there was a long charade of trying to get more micafungin because I was not cured after 2.5, 3 weeks, 3 weeks of micafungin. I was not cured. Went off the micafungin, went back on the micafungin, went off the micafungin, went back on, did the hokey pokey and turned myself around, and I still was not well. But then a YouTube viewer saved my life. They told me about a fantastic clinic and I was able to go see that medical provider. The medical provider looked at everything and said, I don't think micafungin is the best medication choice. There is another drug called fluconazole, which looks like it's much better matched to your fungal infection. I started on the fluconazole and praise be to God, I got so much sicker. And you're like, sickness is bad. Remember? Nope. You should have learned this from my video. Getting sicker on an antifungal medication when you have a fungal infection is good. So I got really, really sick. In addition to being really, really sick, I was supposed to start this whole regimen. There was this black walnut and wormwood. Oh my goodness. That was disgusting. Yes, I am still taking it, but it's actually a reduced dose right now. And 6 months of taking that, you do get a little bit used to it. I'm going to say a little bit used to it because it still makes me, do that rinsing out of my mouth. There was a lot of things I was taking. Turmeric. Oh my goodness. There were so many things I was taking, but praise be to God, I was starting to get on the course to better health. Little by little, I was getting better and better. My headaches were reducing. My balance was coming back. I was able to turn my head. That was exciting. I was starting to get some of my hearing back. Things were better. The one thing I didn't like was I had dark circles. That was an issue. You asked me, did I actually do anything about that? No, actually, I didn't. I read all the comments and I was going to order the things and then my life got so busy with just other things. I had major arthritis attack. That was exciting. When arthritis attacks, you are golden. So I had that and I was trying to get that sorted out and my life got really chaotic and I actually wrote down all your suggestions and I'm going to go back and look at those because I do believe they've really cleared up. So I think time has cleared up a lot of my under eye dark circles. That's what they're called. I still have a little bit of memory recall issues, but it's getting better. So I'm going back and looking at your suggestions and probably going to go forward and order 1 or 2 of those that you recommended. But in the meantime, it's now 6 months later. A lot of things have improved. I am so grateful. So many things have improved. My hearing, it's getting there. The ringing and the hearing loss, that has disappeared. But I am now very, very sensitive to sound. I was very sensitive to sound when I had the whole hearing loss issue. But compared to before I had the fungal infection, yeah, I didn't like loud noise and stuff, but I was okay. But now I get so overstimulated by loud sounds. My ventilator, it beeps when it turns on. I'm like, so I still have these earmuffs present. And whenever I turn on my machine, I almost always put these on, and then I'm like, and then it goes beep, and I'm like, yeah, I have those earmuffs on. I'm like, okay, better. And people think I'm a little weird because if I go someplace and I have my ventilator and I need to turn it off to get all the tubing kind of together and then take it inside, plug it in, and turn it back on, I will take these out of my backpack and put them on just to hit that beep. And because people are like, what is she doing? I'm like, just never mind. Don't worry. Just me and my earmuffs. So that is still really bothering me. Just the loud noises, loud beeps. I just get really overstimulated. And even using headphones, I found I always used to listen to music or lectures or anything on headphones. I really have issues with that because it just feels like it makes my ears overstimulated. I start to get ringing in my ears, and I don't like it. So now I try not to use headphones anymore. I just try to listen, and I get really distracted. So it's hard. So I'm like, come on. I'm listening. I get so distracted when I have the headphones on. I can get distracted and I'm still listening because it doesn't matter where I move my head, but now I move my head and then you can't hear, and I know my issues. So, but everything else has pretty much gotten better to date. Is the very, very last day of my antifungal medication. 6 months of antifungal medication. And some of you guys have said, didn't it make you sick? Well, besides making me like sick with the fungal die-off, which did make me sick, I didn't have any GI upset except like the last couple days. It's making me very mildly gaseous, if that's the proper word. Flatulence. It's giving me a little bit of flatulence. I can tell when I take it. I'm like, oh, whew. I'm just gonna scooch on over here because fresh air over here. Woo, woo. So just the last couple days, but I was told because I've been on it for 6 months, that's a long time, and my GI tract might be slightly affected by it. I am still taking probiotics. So my doctor is very, very confident that this fungal infection has died. I haven't had any symptoms for about 2.5, 3 weeks. So we're confident we're beyond that 2-week time period. Remember, with the antifungals, you take the antifungals until you have no symptoms, and then you go another 2 weeks. So today is about 2.5, 3 weeks. I'm not really sure when the symptoms ended. I just also one day said to my doctor, I don't think I have any more symptoms today. And he's like, okay, we're going to go 2 more weeks without them. And when did the symptoms actually end? I'm not sure because I wasn't keeping track. Like, is that a headache today from the fungus or not? I don't know. So I am so happy. I feel like I'm at the end of a giant journey. This was much more treacherous than I could ever have imagined. I just thought, well, it's just a little infection. I'll be good as new. No, it was really, really hard. The first month was awful. Second month, a little bit better. Third month, I was starting to finally feel like there was an end in sight. I finally felt like I was on a path to better health. Fourth month was a little bit better. Month 5, I was like, okay, I'm starting to feel back to normal. Hallelujah. And now this 6th month, I feel like I finally am in the clear, and I feel like, I am so happy, just so happy, so rejoicing that this fungal infection has died, and I don't need to take any more of this long treatment regimen, and I don't need to take any more antifungal. I'm so excited. I'm so happy. And I just want to thank every single person who has wished me well, who has prayed for me, who has given me advice. I do truly, truly appreciate that. You have no idea what it's meant these last 6 months. It's really given me motivation and encouragement. When I was so sick, I was just like, I don't know how I'm going to go on. I don't know how I'm going to keep going with YouTube. And then I'd get the sweetest, nicest comments, and it would give me the energy and the strength to do another video and to upload and to do another update and to just continue on. Knowing you guys care about me really motivated me to keep on keeping on and to putting another foot forward and just trying to be my best self and to try to continue moving forward with my life. Thank you so much for joining me on this 6th-month anniversary of having a fungal infection. And now I would like to say that I am infection free. Hallelujah. I am so excited. So thank you so much for joining me. Please remember to like and subscribe down below. Please also remember to comment and share. It really helps my channel, and your comments really do inspire me and encourage me, and I always appreciate each and every one. I hope you have a great day, a wonderful week, and Happy New Year. I know 2026 is going to be your best year ever. Bye-bye. So thank you for joining me on this 6th anniversary of having a fungal infection, and I would like to say now being infection free. I am so excited. So thank you so much for joining me. Please remember to I screwed it up. I screwed it up. I screwed it up. Let's do this again. New year, right? No blunders. All right.